Animal Crossing New Horizons. That game is so popular, right? Well, it was one of the first games that I bought for my Nintendo Switch back in late 2021, and it's currently my most played game there. One of the things that I was excited about in this game was collecting Gyroids, because I always loved their weird designs and found their real life inspiration pretty interesting. Although I didn't play a lot of the games in the series before New Horizons, I did create this gyro sculpture for a great friend back in 2020, who I highly recommend you to go follow on Instagram for her amazing art. So for this video, I would like to rank all 36 gyroids that were introduced in New Horizons, mostly based on their designs in no particular order. Remember that these are my personal opinions, and with that said, let's get right into the ranking. I like the metallic and robotic look of this gyroid, and the black and blue ones are my favorite colors of this species, so I will give it the first B rank. I love the dog-like design of this species and all of the color variation, especially the blue one since it does remind me of Blue's Clues, which was my first show when I was younger, so I would give it a A rank. I don't like the design of this one because it looks very generic, but I don't dislike it either, since I do like some of the pastel colors, but that's about it. So I will give it a C rank. I really like the Castle Tower look, and does remind me of Prince Katamari, which is a game that I haven't played before, and like how it slouches whenever it moves in game. My favorite colors of this species are the beige and blue ones, and it gets a B rank from me. The design is okay and sort of reminds me of the blooper from Super Mario because of its name, but I don't find anything else interesting about the species. I just mainly like the blue variation and that's about it, so this one will get a C rank. I like this gyro design because I initially thought it was wearing a suit and tie, and the blue and purple colors are my favorite variations, so I will give this one a B rank. Also, the name reminds me of I kinda like his design, like the facial markings, because it has a tribal look to them. Also, the eyes reminds me of a Doga figurine, if I'm pronouncing that right at all. And that's about it, so I will give this one another C rank. Unfortunately, I couldn't get this gyroid in game before making this video, but I do like this gyro design, like its face and then little bow tie, so I will give this one a B rank for Brewster. I guess what I like about this gyroid is its puffed cheeks before blowing its bubbles, but that's about it, and it gets a C rank. I do like the face of this gyroid, like the 3 holes that make up its face, because it reminds me of a coconut, like Coconut Fred. Also, I like the green and blue variation of this species, but I will still give it a C rank though. I really like this gyro because of the color combination of its different variation in this species, like the pop and natural ones, and those color combination reminds me of children toys, which I'm very fond of, so I will give this one a B rank. I really like the crumpled look of this gyroid because it reminds me of some ceramic pieces that have this kind of look, which I find very appealing, and I like its sad expression because it best represents how I feel inside. The brown and black variations are my favorite here, and I will give them a B rank. I really like the headpiece of this gyroid because it gives me a feeling of abstract art like Picasso's work, and the overall design reminds me of a certain statue. My favorite colors of this species are the gray, brown, and white one. It's another B rank for me. I really like the design of this one because it reminds me of those death bells, like how it retracts itself when it moves in game, which I find very cute. My favorite colors of this species is the blue and gray ones, so this one is another A rank. I guess I like the hair that's on it and how it waves in game. And the green variation is my favorite out of the species. This one is another C rank at best. I guess I do like the gyroid's overall shape and the small buttons that are on it, but aside from that, it's another generic design for me, so I will give this one a C rank. To be honest, I don't really like the design of this gyroid because I find it very difficult to describe its appearance. I guess what I like about this gyroid is the gray variation, but that's about it. This will be the first D rank in this ranking. I really like the pig design of this gyroid because I find it simple and cute. My favorite color variation of the species are the black and pink one. This one will be a B rank. Another design that I seem not to like a lot and find it somewhat underwhelming because I feel like it doesn't fit its name and looks more like a turnip to me. So this one will be another D rank for me. I do like how it looks close to traditional pottery and the jagged edges of its facial features. Also, I like how you could see the little ball in its mouth, which is used to make its sounds in game. This is another B rank. I do find some aspect of this gyroid somewhat interesting, like the top heavy shape of its head and the little arms on the sides, but in general I don't find it very appealing, so D rank. I do like how it moves in game, but I do find its design generic, so another C rank. I really like the design of this gyroid and how it moves in game because it reminds me of a hula dancer, and the two brown variation of this gyroid gives me a tiki aesthetic, so I will give this one a B rank. I love the design of this gyroid because it somewhat reminds me of a frog, which are some of my favorite animals, and I like all of the color variation of this species because I believe all of them fit very well, so I will give this one a A rank. This one reminds me of the gray aliens with the black color and placement of its eyes, and the blue color best sells that idea to me. I like aliens in general, so this one will get a C rank. I like this little guy, especially with those sick dreads on its head. And love most of the color variation of this species, especially the blue, brown, and white ones. This one will get a B rank from me. I guess I like the texture of this species and kinda reminds me of the Thing from Marvel, but that's about it, so C rank. I find this gyroid design interesting from the other gyroids with its long vertical shape. However, it does remind me of a certain toy that Grandma used when she last visited, and because of that I will give it a C rank. The face of this gyroid reminds me of a blobfish, and because of that it gets a D rank from me. This is one of my personal favorite gyroids to have in game, because I find its design very cute with the clown-like look, and like the little sounds that it plays when moving. I love most of the color variation of this species, like the chicken natural look, so I will give this one a A rank. The design is okay and like how it wobbles when moving, so this one will get a C rank. I initially thought it looked like an owl and like that it tugged its strings when playing its sounds, so this one will just get a C rank for me. This is my most favorite gyroid out of all of them because I find its design simple, cute, and cool, and love how it flails around its arms with the music playing in the background, especially KK Metal. And I love all of the color variation of this species, but my personal favorites are the blue, black, and white ones. The ranking for this gyroid is the S rank, which is the first one to receive this ranking. To be honest, these last three could just receive the C rank because I don't really find them very appealing, and I just don't really care about them. That's my ranking of all 36 gyroids from New Horizons. And tell me, what did you think about my ranking? Like, did you disagree or agree with my placements of your favorite gyroids? If so, leave it down in the comment section, explaining why. That's pretty much the end of this video, and remember, stay gold.